What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you've all had a good Christmas and New Year, considering all that's happened in 2020. It's been most certainly a test of mental strength more than anything. So if you managed to keep yourself sane, then salute to you all. Now, in this video today, I want to talk about a topic and an issue which doesn't get addressed enough when we talk about the reasons why we see a lack of black faces in high positions. And that is education, or shall I say really the lack of it. Now, we've seen various companies trying to promote diversity in the boardrooms to bat away claims of racism and shutting out black faces. However, peeling back the layers, it provides us some evidence, at least to me, as to why this is the case. And it's not something that gets promoted in the mainstream media. Now, on the screen, you will see a breakdown of students who achieve at least 3 A grades at A level, split by ethnicity. Now, for those who aren't familiar with what A levels are, they are the examinations that take place which determine whether you will enter university or not. In the US, this will be known as the SATs, I believe. Now, needless to say that the better the grades you get at A levels, the better the university you'll likely be accepted into. Equally, the reverse is true. The lower the grade, the lower ranked university you'll likely be accepted into, because this tests your aptitude for these particular subjects that you take. And by now, you've noticed where black people rank looking at this screenshot, and it's dead last out of all the groups. Now, I'm going to produce all the links. All links will be posted in the description box for you to look at for yourself. But when you look at this information, for me, there are only 2 ways to interpret this data. Number 1, black people don't prioritize education like they should do. Or number 2, black people are just dumb. I'll let you answer that question for yourself. But what's my whole point? The point is simple. It's a snowball effect. If black people aren't getting the best grades to get into the best universities, then they're likely not to be considered for these higher ranked positions where the competition is really tough. I have seen plenty of jobs in the past whereby they only want candidates from certain types of universities, i.e. the Red Brick or the Russell Group universities. But it goes way deeper than that. Just like in A levels, employees also look at what degree classification that you have achieved. And again, look at the screenshot. Look exactly the type of classification that black people get in their degrees in comparison to their other ethnic counterparts. Because you see, when I was growing up, I was always under the impression that as long as you get a degree, it's fine, just get a degree. However, going through the system yourself, it's so much more nuanced than that. And so much more than just getting a degree, just going through the motions. It's about your A levels, what type of A levels you get, what uni you went to, what classification you got of a degree. It all matters because employers want the best caliber of people to be employed at their workplace. And they should do. And this is irrespective, regardless of colour. Now, I know my detractors will say, well, it doesn't mean that these people, if they did get the best grades at uni or A levels, they'll be actually good at their jobs, because I know that's not the case. We all know this right now. However, these are the criteria that allow people to actually get a looking at the front door. If you can't get looking at the front door, there is no way near you can even prove to people, that you can even prove to employees whether or not you're actually going to be good at the job itself. So what happened is this: we are locking ourselves out of consideration because we don't meet the standards. It's just clear. If you look at the situation when it comes to A levels, university degrees, I even want to do a video. I've not got the data yet as to what universities and what type of subjects we're actually even studying, because that's going to be another situation we need to look at. But we are locking ourselves out of consideration from even getting into these top jobs because we're not doing what we need to do to meet the standards. So we have to reprioritize what actually matters to us, because other ethnic minorities, they aren't seen to be hindered by this. I mean, if you look at the screenshot when it comes to A levels and degrees, Chinese are the highest achieving ethnic group, and they're not white. And that's why it's typical in most jobs. In most job fields, the higher up you go, the less likely you see black faces. I mean, even my own job career, when I go up to higher up and I get my promotions, the less likely you see black faces. I mean, I did a video about how when it comes to job fields and the where we're most present in, that we are the most represented in fields that don't require as much education. And therefore we go into rudimentary fields, which clearly won't pay as much. And the chance of upper mobility is going to be low. So that whole classic dead end job, we're going to be right there because we don't have the education. We don't have the ability, at least on paper, to be able to meet the standards that other employers are looking for in order for us to get to the positions that we claim we should be in. And this can't be our fate for our next generation, because all what's happening now with all the schemes that's trying to promote diversity is that they're looking to just shoehorn people who aren't qualified for the job, who will ultimately fail, as opposed to flooding ourselves, getting together to flood the market with qualified people based on criteria. Because that's what I'm seeing right now, a bunch of mediocre, talentless people there because of the colour of their skin. We need to fix up in 2021 and beyond. We just need to fix up. And there's always been a stereotype about black people and intelligence not mixing. And I look at things and think, Jesus, are we going to be the ones to confirm that hypothesis? Or are we going to be the ones who actually reject that hypothesis? But that's all I have for today. That's what I wanted to share with you guys in this video. Let me know your thoughts on this. Do we need to prioritize education? Is there a crisis of black intelligence when it comes to our community? Let me know. Until next time, I'm out.